Okay, what this is a cheap Takamine guitar, and it has a pickup in it, and these are paper clips. Yeah, I like it too. This right here, this is gated reverb. What gated reverb is this? You know when you hear a reverb goes, a gated reverb cuts off the tail, so it's just. So when you hear bands from the 80s go, that is a gated reverb on the snare. And then there's a spit shifter.
Fuck Robert Smith.
That would be new for me, but I would be into that. There you go. So here we go, right here. Here's a harmonica, right? Okay. So now you know this is a guitar, gated reverb, pitch shifter. This is a tune about trains. I lived in Montana years ago. I lived in Montana in a place called the Atlantic. The Atlantic was a building run by Martin Martian. Martin Martian was an old Hungarian hippie who somehow made it to Missoula, Montana. He populated the Atlantic in downtown Missoula with the people he liked. And what he liked were young hippie chicks and old, crusty, gambling guys with half a brain left in their brain. One day the guys came, hey, we just shot a bear. We're skinning a bear upstairs. And I was like, well, I gotta see this. It was the tiniest baby bear. You're like, dudes, you do not have big cocks. You're a bunch of fucking, you're terrible. But the girls are great, man. We would eat pot brownies and drink wine every afternoon because we didn't have jobs. It was awesome. But the thing is this, I would wake up in the middle of the night at times, and I heard this incredible sound. It was, I swear to God, the most beautiful sound I had ever heard. But I was in a half dream state, and I was like, what the hell was that? It must have been a dream. But the next night I heard it again, and I heard it a third time. I knew that trains were making it somehow, but I didn't know how they were making the sound. I imagined two trains, kind of like angels, twisting around each other, like double helix DNA train strands. And then years ago, I was in Austin, Texas, and I saw a train go around a bend, and the wheels did this kind of sound. And I figured it out. The wheels made this really kind of steely pure tone, and in Montana the trains are very, very, very long, and they go around the mountains on these slow bends. So different parts of the train were making different tones. I was listening to a train harmonize with itself, and that sound was delaying and bouncing off the mountains, and that's what I heard. And this is the sound.
It's just ridiculous.